Alright, so here's another one. Dragon Master Outcast. He's another variation on Scute Mob. 1 red for a 1/1, so doesn't do anything for a while. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 6 or more lands, put a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Okay, it's pretty nuts, right? So, Scute Mob, if it was getting bigger, you could chump it for a while, and then, of course, Scute only needs 5. But, you could chump it for a while, and then if you top decked your answer, it would be gone. You could terror it. This thing, once it goes off, you need 2 answers, and then 3 answers, then 4 answers. Or 1 wrath, obviously. But, I mean, that's just insane, right? Throw them in a counter burn deck and just, it's nice, Throw them in a red-green deck with, like a slow red-green control deck with Vines of Vastwood. It's a mythic. In the deck that wants to run them, I don't know that you would run 4 anyway, so I think that's fine. You probably run like 2 or maybe 3 if he's a strong element of your control strategy, So it's like a counter burn deck with the card draw card that came out, and you still have double negative. You can run cancel, you can run your essence scatter, your negate. Really good. I like the design space. It's a very cool card. Definitely a lands matters kind of card. So I think that's a pretty successful card right there. Definitely has the mythic feel. Alright. So there's another one. Artwork, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Alright, here's another one. This is, oh, by the way, the Paladin from earlier, that was Ravine Paladin. Ravine like a big crack in the ground. Ravine Paladin. So that makes sense. This is Chain Reaction. It's 2 colorless and 2 red sorcery. It does X damage to each creature, where X is the number of creatures on the battlefield. So, so if there's more creatures in play than any creature has toughness, then it kills them all. It's interesting because it's the casting cost of Wrath of God. It's not good later against a single creature, so for that reason, and it doesn't scale up. It doesn't deal damage to players. You can't use it in that way. But you also don't have to, you can also run it in like a blue-red deck too. Because, that doesn't want to take damage. Because you're not doing damage to yourself. I don't know. I think unless there's like a really good way to draw cards and discard, I don't see this card being that good. It's fine. It's certainly fine, but, against, it's just going to only be good if they have a ton of creatures out, or several, or a few at least. It's not going to be good to take out like their one, Jar Jar Sphinx, I'm going to say this is not going to be a good card. It's going to be a bad rare. It's going to be a 10-cent rare. It's just not going to be played. And that's my call on that one. I think the design's fine. I'd like to see it at a lower mana cost, just because of the things I'm talking about. At least 3, if not 2 mana. It's just a really narrow situational card. Yeah, you need a looter effect to make this playable at all. I suppose if there is a really good looter effect, then maybe. Anyway, so artwork, pretty cool. I like the artwork. It's in the Cyclone there. Bunch of guys getting chain lightninged. Yeah, the only way I can think that last card would be any good is if like a ton of guys have pro red are printed, and they can all go in the same deck, and you can play them all, and then you can run the chain reaction, and it just won't hurt your own guys. I doubt it, though. I don't think so. Anyway, so Bestial Menace is another one. 3 and 2 green. Obviously, the last card will be a bomb in limited. It's a Wrath effect in limited, basically. Anyway, Bestial Menace here. 3 and double green. Put a 1/1 green snake creature token, a 2/2 green wolf creature token and a 3/3 green elephant token onto the battlefield. That's going to be an annoying one in tabletop games, in pen and paper Magic. You have to have 3 different types of tokens. So for 5 mana you get 6/6 worth of guys. You get a Turn Timber Ranger +1 worth of guys. Yeah, pretty damn good and limited. Constructed? No, I don't think so. Too expensive. Not splashy enough. Kind of cool though. Of course, if you have that one, what's the one land? I can't. Darn it, the green land. Anyway, if you have it, you can tap it. If you have 6 mana open, you can tap it and make it a 4/4, 3/3, and a 2/2. 4, 7, 8, and you have 8/8 for 5 mana and a bunch of guys that'll have to be dealt with. So pretty good in combination with the artifact. I used to be able to know Magic cards like by the back of my hand. Eldrazi Monument, right? That's what it is. Eldrazi Monument. It's you got 3 turns. It's like Time Walk ×3 with that out, right? And now you've got you sack the 2/2 snake, and then you've got a 3/3 and a 4/4 they got to deal with that are indestructible. They get hit for 7 and they get hit for 4, even if you don't do anything else. But that's 2 5 mana spells. So anyhow, it's a cool card. It definitely will create some interesting combat situations and whatnot. And definitely have to be wrathed away after you drop it. So it's not bad. In simpler times, it would probably be better. But maybe in mono green, you might run 1 or 2, depending on what their mana curve looks like. I wouldn't think so though. Anyway, cool card. It's a good filler.